Ponce de Leon in Angels camp as a non-roster invitee. 30-year-old is from Anaheim, California, went to La Mirada High School, which is less than 30 minutes from Angel Stadium, 12 miles away. So hopefully he's going to feel for his changeup and gets things done here for the Angels. D-backs and Angels enjoy the spring training baseball here on MLB Network.
The defense behind Ponce de Leon, Anaheim native, by the way. Ponce de Leon, we have a lot of those here with the Halos. And we got Justin Upton, Jay Up in left. Mike Trout is in center, where we expect to see him all season long. And Taylor Ward is in right. Not to be confused with Tyler Wade at third base, David Fletcher, shortstop, Luis Rengifo at second base, and Jared Walsh is at first base. And doing the catching for Ponce de Leon is Max Stassi.
Maximus is back.
Gooey, we have a Taylor Ward, we've got a Tyler Wade, we have a Jared Walsh, and not playing today is Brandon Marsh, but just want to get that out of the way, you know, nice and early.
That's a good decision on your part, Patrick.
And we saw Tyler Wade. That guy brings some serious energy to the ballpark and a lot of speed. We're expecting a full house here today at Tempe Diablo Stadium. And around 10,000 spectators, back to full capacity. Making my way to the field and back alongside Mark Guba's a no easy task. Gooby! First pitch is a strike. Of course, Gooby was unable to get his pretzel yesterday. Hohokam, and again, a struggle for you here this afternoon. Okay. Foul back with the line. I'll have a slight little technical difficulty with my man's microphone. If I have to carry the show today, you'll be in trouble. 3:41. Time of yesterday's game, Angels ended up losing 10-8. And he's back. Have to drop the old, can you hear me now, Gooby?
Got you now, Patrick.
Check.
Can you hear me now, Patrick? You count here to be able to use it an off-speed pitch to see if we get a swing and miss. A little cut action on, say, De Leon. Run that four-seamer up there to 96 miles an hour. There it was, four-seam fastball, getting a punch out above the strike zone. Jason Kelly going down on a swing and miss. We start here by Daniel, I'll say De Leon, four-seamer above belt with some running action. Big strikeout, good spot. He'll run that four-seam fastball, throw over 72% of his pitches, four-seam fastballs. David Peralta up now, the lefty. Good speed, 8 triples last year. So it's off, and an all-speed pitch falls behind 1-0. 8 home runs to go along with those 8 triples, 30 doubles last year. So good speed for Peralta. Ball's hit well down the left field line and gets it out. Carry right down the left field line. Peralta with a home run. Diamondbacks leading 1-0 on that swing of the bat. Impressive power. It's a 340 shot down the left field line, opposite field power. Stay back, let that ball travel deeper in the strike zone. Hits it out, left field, down the line. Another one is four-seam fastballs. The trouble with a four-seam fastball, it stays out over the plate. Power hitters, if you can stay on it long enough, you can hit the ball out well the other way, and that's exactly what it did. Well out, left field. Diamondbacks up, 1-0.
Mark, excellent job, by the way, on the play-by-play.
This trying to be you, Patrick.
So that's how it's done. Apologize for the audio issues here. D-backs. We're expecting to have Perry Manassian joining us, Gooby, next inning.
Really busy offseason and busy second offseason before the start of spring training camp, and even continuing today.
Christian Walker, now up for the D-backs. That one going foul. Get a chance to talk to Perry about the revamped bullpen. Ryan Tepera locked up. Archie Bradley, who you had a chance to speak to this morning, along with Michael Lorenzen and Patrick Sandoval. Busy morning for you.
Yeah, I mean, they were so excited to talk. I mean, Archie Bradley, he's got a lot of energy. Even Patrick Sandoval told me, he goes, I asked him, who's the guy he's looking up to already? He says, Archie Bradley. I said, well, he's been here for like 1 second. He goes, it doesn't matter. He came into the clubhouse and right away he has a presence about him. He's been doing this for a long time. He's been in those pressure situation closing games, and he brings it every single day, and he just love the atmosphere in that clubhouse now.
So important to have that in the back end of the bullpen. I like it a closer or, you know, a reliever that comes into these pressure situations in hockey as the fighter, right? I know that's not much in hockey anymore, that wakes up in the morning and has to think, who am I going to fight today? And
the fourth line guy?
Well, more important than that, just the fact that there's a walk to Walker. Just realized I said there's a walk to Walker. Texas Ranger. Because the fighter or that type of player knows he's got to wake up what's going to happen today. The reliever has no idea what type of situation. You have to have that type of mindset. Bradley has it, Tepera has it, we know Iglesias has it, Loop has it.
Yeah, you want to have that baseball in those big moments because the game is on the line when you have the baseball. And that's what you dream of as a guy coming out of the bullpen, those pressure situations. Could be the 6th, it could be the 7th, 8th, and certainly the 9th inning.
Runner on first. Jordan Luplow is now up for the D-backs. A team, Gooby, that lost 110 games last year. Torey Lovello is back, but that's not a great year. What's the situation? What's the feel with the Snakes right now?
I've known Torey for a long, long time. He comes to the ballpark every day expecting to win games. Last year they had a tough time in May and in June. You expect this team to, there's some different players on this roster. The pitching staff you expect to be better. Brent Strom is one of the best, maybe one of the best of all time as far as the pitching coach is going to help them out. You just feel that they're going to play a little bit more consistent baseball in a very, very difficult division where you have the Dodgers and the Giants and what they have done already this offseason into the spring training. So it's not going to be easy for them. They expect them to play much better baseball this year.
Well, that's good. Great fans here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Arizona. Tremendous fans. A chance to see the middle of this infield for the Angels. Mark Fletcher at short, Rengifo maybe get a ground ball and see if they could turn two. Pumps that one in there.
This is when it's important, instead of always strictly going a four-seam fastball. It's tough to get a ground ball double play when you're throwing a lot of four-seamers. This time when you use it, you change up where you try to sink something or even a breaking ball to see if you can get something on the ground in an infielder.
Let's take a look at Ponce de Leon and his arsenal. I know you're talking about the different usage of that four-seam fastball, 74%. And pretty much know that he's going to be going to that the majority of the time, and I imagine the hitters are looking for that as well.
And sometimes when you look, you see a 10% cutter. That could be, some people might think that it's more of a slider. So it's some kind of a breaker ball going away and down, get it to sting off the end of the bat. That's how you get a grounder.
Strike two. 3-2 now. Top of the first. Angels and the Diamondbacks. Second game of Cactus League for the Halos. Second of 15 in Freeway Series, April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then we are underway April 7th at the Big A against the Houston Astros, who will not have Carlos Correa. Now a Minnesota Twin. 3-year, 105, I believe, Mark. Perhaps you look at average annual salary, 35-something million, highest paid infielder per year ever.
This past Anthony Rendon by just a slight fraction. Back-to-back walks here for
home run and 2 walks. He's at first and second. Nick Ahmed now up for Arizona.
Go back to even last year for Daniel. 22 walks and 33 in the 3rd innings pitched, 24 strikeouts. So the walks part of the game. That's where you want to reduce that, because you don't want to add base runners. You want to make sure you think, okay, early in the count, get ahead. When you get ahead, finish off with quality pitches where you get swings by the batter, not pitches well out of the strike zone.
Stassi keeps it in front of him. First look at Max this season. Expected to be the starter. And then you've got Kurt Suzuki, Romine, Chad Wallach. Certainly a lot of depth at the catcher position. Strike to Ahmed. That was good oppo power from Peralta. The D-backs on the board, 1-0. Guy knows a little about opposite field power. He's hit it right over the batter's eye here. Tempe Diablo, Shohei Ohtani. Excited to see him swing the bat here.
Most difficult thing is a fielder right now. A lot of pitches out of the strike zone. You want to keep them on their toes. At some point, Torey Lovullo may have these guys on the move.
2-1, 1 out. Foul back. A little bit cooler today than yesterday here in Tempe.
It's a really big crowd here. It's great to see that. Expecting a sellout at the Diablo Stadium.
I happened to walk by some of the merch. Got my eye on a Shohei Ohtani for gifts back home. And upstairs.
So far, the Diamondback hitters being patient, not going after that high fastball, although Peralta got a high fastball out over the plate, hit it out the other way. 3-2,
yep.
1 out, not an automatic go, but I think it's the time we might see the Diamondbacks on the move with 1 out.
3-2. Up the middle, Rengifo, we could have 2. Did he get him? He did! Excellent play by Luis Rengifo. And Daniel Ponce de Leon gets out of it. Peralta gave him a 1-0 lead. When we come back, Shohei Ohtani DHing, hitting second. It's 1-0 Arizona.